Hello, my name is Marshall Talley. This is for EDU 508. This is my Board of Education presentation. Hello and welcome. Thank you for having me here. Thanks for letting me present our fall end of the year presentation of how our sports teams have done. Kind of the schedule I'll be going over today are capital projects, fundraising, repair upgrades, staff changes, policy changes, and camps we have for the future. First, I'd like to start off by highlighting some of our accomplishments this year in our programs. Our fall sports that we offer in this district are football, softball, cross country, volleyball, boys soccer, band, golf, and tennis. Football this year, we had 77 athletes with a GPA of 2.8. The varsity record was a 10-1. JV record went 6-2, and freshmen went 6-1. They lost sectionals by 1 to Rockhurst. Our middle school programs had exceeding numbers, more than we've ever had before. In football this year, we had 4 all-district players and 3 all-state players. By far, it was a pretty good football season for us. We were all excited sitting up in the stands. Softball, we had 28 athletes with a GPA of 3.45. The varsity went 14-5. JV went 6-5. The girls finished second in districts. Many of the ladies on this team were freshmen and sophomore. We only had 2 seniors go on and graduate. These 2 seniors went on to play at the collegiate level as well. Boys cross country and girls cross country. We had 35 boys, 25 girls with a GPA of 3.4. They came in 6th place in state. They won districts and sectionals, something that hasn't been done in about 10 years in Jeff City. We sent a girls team to state this year. The girls team finished 14th out of 15, but had a great and strong showing out. Many of those girls were also freshmen and sophomores, so we'll be returning and hopefully making a better outing at state. Our volleyball team, we have about 45 girls on the team with a GPA of 3.5. They ended up winning districts this year, but falling short in sectionals. Boys soccer, we have 33 boys with a GPA of 3.3. Our varsity record was 20-3. Our JV record was 14-3. And our freshman record was 5-1. They had a pretty good showing. We had a lot of juniors on the team, so we have a lot of them coming back for seniors, and hopefully we'll have a great showing out. This year it was kind of tough. We didn't end up making districts, and so we ended up playing 7 teams that were nationally ranked this year. So it's a pretty good feat for our boys to learn, get that experience this year. On to band. We have 143 athletes in band. And the drumline finished 3rd this year at the Bazingo Bay Day Procession Finale. The band also finished 3rd in the Waynesville Tiger Ambush Classic. First music on the Merrimack, won Best Visual, Music, and Drumline. We had 53 audition for all district, 32 made it. We had 18 audition for all state, and 4 had made it. Golf, we have 6 people on the team this year with a GPA of 3.78. Our varsity went 9-5. Our JV went 7-5. And we had 2 of our athletes go all-state athletes this year. Excellent job. This year we had 8 people on the tennis team with a GPA of 3.46. We were also state champs in doubles, singles, and the women's side. And so those are some of our small accomplishments in the fall. Of course, during the wintertime, I'll give you guys a wintertime breakdown of our end-of-year report. But as we talk about our fall projects, we'll talk about capital projects, fundraising, repairs, upgrades, staff changes, policy changes, and camps again, just going over the schedule we're going over. So when it comes down to capital projects, our biggest project this year, of course, last year we built Capital City High School in our district, and so now we're trying to build the grandstands over there, so that's taking a lot of money, a lot of community outreach and partnership with them in order to get our grandstands up and created. Also on the Jeff City side, we'll also be working on the baseball fields and the softball fields, getting those repaired and upped into condition. We're also making small repairs onto our soccer field as well. The second thing is talking about fundraising. In our district, we have 9 donors that donate a huge majority of our capital every year to Jefferson City Public School Districts. And as in them doing that, we advertise throughout the seasons. They're advertising and they have logos all over. We're continuing this partnership with these for the next 9 years in order to help pay for our scoreboard and other boards we have and sports equipment we have in the district. This year, as the athletic director, I've limited each sports team to 2 fundraisers. And the reason being is not that I am discouraging fundraising, is that we are trying to make it more easier on the community. Instead of asking them to donate to 50 different little fundraisers, we want them to be able to donate a larger amount to just 1 or 2. So instead of trying to spread them thin and not getting many people to fundraisers, we're trying to get 1 or 2 per sports team, and then they can get huge contributions this year. Soccer, for example, only has 1, and it's one of the biggest ones, and they usually make $70,000 to $80,000 a year off that one. And so I'm trying to push that definitely through the other teams, but it is still up to the coach's discretion if they want to do very, very small like car washes, bake sales, and things like that. The third topic I'm talking about is the upkeep and the repair of things we have to do in our district. So this year, if you don't remember, if you were luckily not in the path, we had a hurricane hit our stadium. So at Jeff City High School, we had to took many dollars to repair the track and the grandstands that had been destroyed by the hurricane. So that was our number 1 priority over the summer and into the fall this year in order to be ready for football season. The fourth topic I'll be also addressing is now staffing and hiring. We hired a brand new varsity football coach this year from Lamar, brings into a winning record and spirit. We also have had many staffing changes into our district since the split of Capital City High School and the 2 high schools. So a lot of our coaching staff went over there. We kept some. So we've had to fill some holes and things like that this year. We're managing and maintaining, and all the positions were filled by the beginning of the fall sports season, which was a blessing for us. Camps this year, we want to definitely push camps, especially with the split of the 2 high schools, trying to get our numbers back up in both high schools. The best thing about camps is that they provide opportunities for the younger athletes to be around mentors, as older athletes, seniors, juniors can mentor the middle schoolers and show them and give them the experience they need to be successful. It also gives them the experience to be around head coaches and assistant coaches and lets them get their name known into the program as well. Policy changes this year. Obviously, the world has been affected by COVID, so we've had to set up social distancing policies in our sports. So mask mandates at sporting events are mandatory in Jeff City Public Schools. When it comes to spectating sporting events, we are only allowing parents of athletes to enter. And so that has made it tough on us this year, but we are ensuring that we don't get shut down and we don't have many sicknesses for staff, teachers, or athletes during this year in COVID. At this time, I've kind of wrapped up the small summary of the fall sports. Again, like I said, I will mention that I will do another breakdown of winter sports instead of trying to fit all the sports into one season. Thank you very much for your guys' time, and if there are any questions, I'll take some right now.